Well, John, what do you make of the January business overall?
Really pleased with the business we've been able to do. I think we've brought in a really good mix, 4 loans, 2 players on short-term contracts, 2 players on longer-term contracts. So, yeah, very, very happy with the fact that we've gone into the window wanting to strengthen. We think we're much stronger than we were on December the 31st, and that's the main goal. And we've done it in a certain way where we've prioritised the short term with the 6 that we've got coming in that aren't necessarily going to be with us beyond June, and there's every chance they might be, but we're not contracted to it. So yeah, I think we're in a good spot, and we're looking forward to challenging for the rest of the season.
Cade Gordon, the latest arrival, what will he add to your squad?
Really direct winger, loads of pedigree, and he's had a very, very promising career so far as a really bright player in Liverpool's academy, coming through the ranks and then playing in the 21 side. So he's had a loan out of Norwich, so this is his second loan as well, and I think he's going to be able to add a lot of quality to us as a winger. And certainly after Paddy was injured, it was one of those positions that we were looking to strengthen, and we're really glad we've got him.
A question on some people's lips is having 6 loans when only 5 are able to be in a matchday squad. So how do you navigate around that one?
There's one of those things, we looked at it and we ummed about whether we were going to do it or not. It wasn't a straightforward decision, but we felt that bringing in 6 loans just made us stronger. So the priority for us is to stay in the league, and we'll try and manage that as best we can. And we're going to only ever pick the starting lineup that we think is best to try and win a game. We're only ever going to pick the 20 that we think are best to give us that chance to win games. And it's competitive, really. It's competitive like every other spot. So one of those things that we haven't necessarily done in the past. We wouldn't hugely look to do it in the future, but as a needs must in the short term, I think it's the right thing to do for the football club.
Back on the road this weekend, the away form, sort of by your own admission, needs to improve. So have you been able to do any work on that since our last trip?
We've been working on plenty in the training grounds. Away form versus home form, it's something that's been they've been contrasting each other really starkly. There's no specific reason why we shouldn't be as good or at least competitive away from home. And we have been in certain games, but there's been too many games where we've let ourselves down. So something we definitely need to address. And we're looking forward to attacking the game at the weekend. First of all, with a different squad and with some new players. I think that'll help us in and of itself. And maybe a slightly different approach as well.
I suppose having this week without a game on the Tuesday or Wednesday will make a huge difference, mixed in with the fact that you've got injuries back and you've got new players in the squad as well. Yeah,
it's been a nice chance to prep this week. It's something we haven't actually been able to do since before the Coventry game. I think that was the last time we had a free week going into a game. So nice that we've been able to do that. We've been able to bed some of the players in and get them used to the way that we want to play. So I think it's hopefully been a really positive week going into the game at the weekend.
And in typical Championship fashion, another one of the top teams this weekend going to Bramall Lane. What are you expecting from Sheffield United?
Yeah, they're one of the top sides in the league. They're one of those top 4 that have been competing at the top end, and they've broken away from anything below that. An outstanding side, I think, for the first half of the season, and they've managed to add a load of quality as well in January. So, you put that on top of the fact that they're playing at home at Bramall Lane. They've got a fantastic manager and coach in Chris. So, yeah, it's going to be a tough afternoon, but I think one we can look forward to. I think we've got to go and try and enjoy some of these places and try and make it as difficult as possible for the opposition. And that's certainly something we haven't done enough of recently. There's been times when we have done it, and so I think if we can put in one of those solid away performances, then we'll give ourselves every chance.
What do you want to see from your side specifically this weekend?
I think we just need to take some of the confidence that we've had in certain home games and take that away from home. Like I said, you're playing the same 11, so we're playing. Yes, there's going to be some personnel changes, but we played Sheffield United at Fratton Park earlier in the season, and gave them a really good game. I thought it was a fantastic game of football, even though it ended 0-0. We've done that against Burnley at the weekend, who were up to second in the Championship after their win last night. We've competed. We have competed with these top sides. We need to just do it more consistently. So there's plenty we need to improve upon, particularly away from home. But I think we've got every chance of doing it.
Like you said, a 0-0 draw last time out at Fratton Park. Is there anything you can draw on from that game when you prepare for this one at the weekend?
I don't think so. I think both sides have moved on since then. Completely different set of players, different personnel, probably tweaks in terms of playing style. So that's one of those that was one of the decent performances, but it's going to be completely different at the weekend.